So we are now, where are we going to?
Tourism. Exploring the town. We are going to explore the town. I don't know where we are going to.
Okay.
But it's exploration.
Python place.
The Python place.
Like real pythons.
No return.
Yes.
Oh, python, no. I don't want to try you.
We will be the first to return and we'll post about it. So tell them.
Okay.
Tell them about
So
it.
see you guys.
Tell your followers.
'Cause you are the only one.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, I can see you. I can see you. I can see you guys. I can see you.
G40.
G40, baby. Hey, so much.
Okay, on a lighter note, okay, he actually called me on video and I told him, please call me back because I did not want to ruin it.
Okay, so there's this guy. Let me tell you guys the background of this Afro-Naya song. So Gloria, the birthday girl, has this toaster she met 3 days ago, and every time she calls, the guy must give her one lyrics. He sings like as anything. So this is one of his best songs he ever gave us. I hope I love you so much, Afro-Naya.
Please, don't waste your time. No time. We will finish.
That's how I take picture here. There are some places you cannot take picture.
Don't worry, Mrs. Why did you pray? You are Lady of Africa.
I'm afraid.
Oh, no, don't worry.
What did you do?
Okay, you are welcome. Here is the sacred forest. The founder of this community named Spase. And this king didn't die. He disappeared and turned himself in a tree since 1661. Reason why the place where we are there, when we say Kweda. Okay. Ice cream for the mosquito.
Okay, to rub for body.
Okay.
I'll go inside.
Is it plenty, the mosquito?
Not plenty. Not plenty. Reason why I get. If you remake that, I pass them and everybody can use it.
Okay.
It's for the tourists, not for me. You are afraid, woman?
Mosquito, yeah.
Okay, what?
No, they say
In Africa, we had the presence of the community of mosquito in Africa.
not about the adlers, that's about mosquito net.
This is the different category of traditional rice.
This is the issue.
And here we are in front of the first god. This god we call it Tolegba. And Tolegba is the god of protection. Tolegba. What do you say, Missy? Please. Protection. What do you say first?
Fertility.
Yeah, god of fertility.
Okay, I can see.
Yeah, everybody can touch it. No, don't worry.
Okay. Okay, it's not Iroko.
Iroko we can see over there.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Thunder. Here is to explain you the different manifestation before raining. Okay? And when the thunder give
Strike
up
you.
the red stock, the run start. When we fall down and stand up the white, we stop it. Phantom is like the god who ensure the lights, like security, like police,
Okay.
like
Protection.
protection, who protect and verify everything for the house.
What of what you call it?
Sangbeto,
Okay, Songbeta.
god of protection. Okay. And when this god is outside, no progress, no people who can initiate man, the man who practice, the man who is the permanent contact with the spirit and the land. Okay, is the medium. Okay. Okay. Reason why in Africa, African prophets say that the world have ear. You must be attention when you are in a group. Don't speak in each other. Over there we have because some people refuse to go there. Coming to bless. Okay. Then the statue you see in front of you is the woman who was possessed. We call it Dasipoko. Dasipoko. That here is a shrine of what? Python. Python. Okay.
Igodo, we are in the shrine of Igodo. Are you scared?
That is the place where we make the wish. Only the positive thing. If we don't pronounce the positive thing and we pronounce the bad thing, we have the presence of the beings who pain you. You know the beings?
Be here.
Yeah. Beings who pain you. Reason why when you are there and you decide to make the wish, only the positive thing.
Positive thing.
For your own. For your friend or for your activities. If you pronounce the bad thing, it's your own problem. You don't listen to me?
Yes.
Now, if you decide to do, we pray, we start with your left hand. And you pronounce only your positive wish. If you need now to protect, we can use the same thing or return back. Okay? And we pronounce all
Some
your wish.
shit.
And when we finish, your offering is money. We put them. And the king collects, the guide collect the money. And the king select or choice one day to do every ritual, every ceremony of libation for all
The
who
wishes.
make the wish to find success for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't know if you want to make the wish.
What's in that
Water to chase the bad thing for the body.
Why is this place dirty?
It's sacrifice.
You write Baseloko is the name of the tree. I don't know if you decide to do, don't mind.
Who's in the family?
I'm doing this.
Africa, the king didn't die. The king was traveled or the big tree was fall down or it is a life because we consider the king like hero.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your attention.
The different status of the slave who was doing. Then we present the power of genius. It's different from the story of the slave genius. And genius in our language we call it assassin.
Museum.
I came to.
Yeah, she did. So we just.
The gods is the shrine place with Vida. That is the place where we make the wish. That is the place where we do some sacrifice. Sacrifice. Okay? Then, if you are native of Vida, it's necessary to you to get the scarification, the mark of the community.
So you are a native of Wida? Oh.
Reason why my culture is the python. Everywhere I'm moving, everywhere I'm past, I don't forget the python. Okay? Now, before Njare Mrai, ade ya chikwasi me ara. Ade ya kwasi me ara. Aton ya de. Atemi aton. Ai biko ya bia ebe wa no me dira. And then here we are in front of the principal tree. Okay? Principal tree. This tree is sacred. We make the wish, we do everything there. And when we find success and satisfaction, we do some ritual. Reason why we present in front of you. And then we have different categories of the python. You can snap the picture, don't worry. We have the female and the male. The female is long and the male is short.
Obviously.
The life of the python more is 50 years before one python can die.
Wow.
50 years before one python can die. Okay? The python can eat only the hard part. Ants, mouse, and ants.
Okay.
The food of the python, cat and the mouse. Okay. Okay, come in.
You don't know.
Here, I'm sorry, coming. Don't worry, the python is over there. We are here just to present to you.
Okay.
After we finish to do the sacrifice, we present the heads to the gods. Okay? And when some people decide to send you something or to punish you, we didn't see you, but we see the head of animal. Because you are communication with your ancestral spirit. Nobody can punish you, nobody can send you to party. The reason why in Africa, in Benin, it's very important to do everything to protect yourself. Okay?
This is something we can just sharp do here now.
In front of 41 virgin girls or 41 menopausal women. Every 7 years, we had the presence of 41 virgin or 41 menopausal women. Each woman get on your head the sacred pot. We didn't see your back at the time when we are moving. Okay. Then we bring back the water. At the same time, we have some guests. This girl is composed to the different category of the chief of voodoo. We added again some leaves, and we mix and we kill animals. This water we use to purify
the land.
Community, the land. Some people who have difficulty for your love, difficulty for your life, so on and so forth, we taste, we clean your body, and now we have success for your home. Reason why we had the presence of the pot.
Okay.
We have the 2 rooms. We have 2 rooms. Okay? 2 rooms. At the time when we start the ceremony, only the chief of voodoo is there.
Do they, those places, they still use it till now?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's for every time, daily, every time.
Wow.
Now, we wait them. I get out python. Coming.
Okay.
Python don't contain the poison. The python don't bite the people. Okay? It's the totem of the town. For African men, a white man travels and came just to see what is the python. We communicate with them. Why did you from Nigeria, side of Benin, we are there? And
but the white people hang it on their neck.
What?
White people, do they hang it on their neck? Do you guys allow them?
Then, see the head of the python. Okay? See the head. We have the same scarification. See the head. Did you see?
Yeah.
Did you see? Reason why we have different mark in my face. I'm the native of the community. Everywhere I'm moving, no passport, no identity, cat identity, people know where I'm going, where I'm come from. Reason why it's very important to touch, not person, everybody can touch it, to do everything.
Don't worry, just relax. What if it goes close to your clit? Leave that scene.
That's the head.
Why you be saying that? When she heard the clit part. I want to do what?
Okay, another woman.
You like it?
She keep coming now.
Oh yeah, take it.
Game girl.
Oh shit, mama. Oh shit, mama.
This has given me mine.
Okay.
Use my phone.
Oh shit, mama.
Baby girl.
Do you know what? Any guy that give you wahala, just show him this video. He said, no, they play with me.
You don't do a very remove that stick and on your behalf. Take you don't do, I don't take it.
You refuse to pass inside the bag.
This is their souvenir market. Bye bye.
So don't accept meal. We'll give you 7,000.
Last step. Who is the first
First step actually.
Here we call it the slave market. In 1727, the King Agaja is the king of Abome, is the king of actually Benin. This king conquered the kingdom of Weda. When we conquered the kingdom, we planified the good projects. A lot of the okay, here normally is the second step. That is the what? The 5 step. Thank you. That is the place where we call it forgetfulness tree. Here, if you are the slave and you are the woman, we turn in for 7 times. Men,
The men 9 times.
9 times.
Where do you turn? Where?
like this position because we come from Africa.
Okay.
You turn, you run
The tree before we have the tree, but nowadays the tree is going. We have not the tree now.
So you just
We have the monuments.
Okay.
Remember the place where we have planted the tree, and then no distinction of the sex. Women 7 times, men they run to the tree. The men 9 times they run to the tree. To forget your identity, your family, your parents, and you face the ocean.
Ah.
We have this symbol, mermaid. Mermaid because it's the god of the slave. It's like the Canon M50, the beast of the religion, the beast of the gods. But here, mermaid is the only god of all the slaves because we consider the ocean like the gods. And inside, we have the one spirit. This spirit is not Mami water, it's Mami water. But the way is ocean. Because the ship transport them to join another way. Okay?
Yes.
So when those people are jumping from the ship, they think they're jumping to go and meet the god. They rather meet God than
I don't blame them. Me, I rather meet the God.
Yeah.
I said I rather meet the God.
Thank you. We have 2 categories. The
Some
slave
eat
who
sand.
treat them, we prefer to die from African territory.
Okay.
That's
the one
the
that
first
eat
reason.
sand.
Yeah.
That it's
Because we
sand.
prefer to eat the sand. To
Let them
die.
bury them there.
Because we think that here
This
is
is our
Africa.
place.
It's my place, it's my home.
So even if I want to reincarnate, I reincarnate back here.
Thank you.
okay, so the ones that jump in the water.
What? Jump in the water. Who?
You know, some people that do not want to go, that jump
It's
in the
the reason
water.
why is it in the middle of the ocean we jump in
Okay,
the
so
water.
they change their mind or have a second thought.
Because we say that the crab is
Too
very,
tight.
very tight.
Tight.
Reason why I prefer to jump to die.
No, that's
But
right.
nobody can say how many people who are jumping.
How many people jump into the water?
Nobody can give
Because a lot
exact
of them
number.
didn't survive.
But
I'm sure it was even after that they now say chaining everybody.
No, what they do, they normally bring them out to walk round, to exercise the strong ones.
so that they won't be
Yeah.
cramped. So by the time
Yes.
they are walking, they'll just
The one that wants to jump, then in that process of walking, those very weak ones that are sick, they throw them overboard.
Yeah.
Go to Ghana, you will cry.
And you know what? Some
markets. Slave market is another story. Resistance house is another thing. Resistance house concerns the problem of colonization, the problem of independence.
Okay.
But here, the story concerns the slave and the trade market.
Okay.
Okay? When we escort our ancestors, then we work in plantation of coffee, sugar, cotton, and so on and so forth. And here we have the woods of IT, wood kaima. Wood kaima is the forest of the slave, the forest where we have the spirits, the god, the voodoo of the slave. And when we deport it, the master had not the privilege to enter, only the slave who's there. Inside at the forest, we develop the strategy we can use to convince and to fight them and to chase our master. Reason why Bookman, you know Bookman. Bookman is the descendant of the slave. Okay. And the same man is the leader who was starting the first movement to fight them, the oppressor, since 1791 in 80 countries. Okay. And after Bookman, we have now Toussaint Louverture, who starts again the same thing. And the Toussaint Louverture was died in 1803. And 1904, he was died. Okay. After then, we proclaim now the independence of Haiti, like the first independence, the first country we received independence in Africa.
Yeah, 1791. Is it in 1791? Okay, so we are done.
In front of another reality. This reality is doing, this monument is doing since 1998 after the festival 1992. Okay. Because after festival 1992, we remake that some descendants of people who stay in diaspora said, I want to see my family. I come back to my home to see where I'm going, where I'm come from. Then we have another organization, civil organization, who decide now to organize ceremony of repentance. Okay. And the ceremony of repentance is the one possibility to reconcile the brother of diaspora, to say that we don't forget you, we are together, we can conjugate our effort to develop our territory. Okay. Reason why we can see some flame to say that before we consider is monarchy time. The slave period is the monarchy time. But the date where we develop the slave market, we consider that we abolish and we have the new generation. Okay. But the place where we consider like the darkness room nowadays is not the darkness room. Okay. Is we transform like the eternity flame who didn't stop.
Oh, so I get the connection now. That's dark. Now this is eternal flame.
Thank you. Smart. Okay.
Then the different thing is the abstract of the slave road, and we will present you. Here is the maps of Africa. The maps of Africa. That is the place where we do the collection of the slave. After here, the slave move. Now we are in the different village of the different ethnic group. When we transport them to the village, we will present them at the slave market. Then we had the presence of the 5 forts: Portuguese fort, French fort, British fort, Danish fort, and Holland fort. But at the 10 o'clock, we will show you the place where we are at the slave market. And here we had the second step, the forgetfulness tree. Then the slave women turning for 7 times, men for 9 times. Okay. To forget your identity, your geographic situation, your family. You turn back to your culture and you face your ocean, because we suppose that the only way who transport the slave to join the diaspora is the ocean. Okay. After we finish, the slave continue to move. And here, that is the place where we make the fire to stamp the back of the slave. We will show you when we are at the place. Okay? Yeah. For example, my capital letter is H. Chiki. The capital letter is C. We stamp C at the back of the slave to say that she is the leader or the businessman who was selling or who was buying the slave who consider like goods.
So
The owner of the slave master, the slave master. His name on you.
All the slave is the goods.
Master of the slave.
All the slave
yeah.
is the goods.
Yes.
And we develop the good wear at the markets.
Child.
Okay? Before you and mine, we are all goods. But nowadays we say we are lady and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Before no.
And you know some white people still see us like that.
Okay?
They still do that.
And then
Sorry, before you move, what's happening here? Why is the mouth open? What's she?
we describe. If you have illness, we don't go.
Okay, they'll check.
If you are the goods, we continue.
So they are checking if you are good,
We analyze.
healthy.
We analyze. We describe.
So if you check this guy, see his hair, that means he's foreign.
Thank you.
He's a white person doing
a
all
white-
that.
thank you.
Yes.
The master.
Master, okay? And then here, that is the place where I show you the darkness room,
Yeah.
the common grave, the tree of return.
No return, yeah.
This dish alone of the road,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Here, the
This
gate
is
of
sheep.
the return.
No return.
Oh, do you remember?
Yeah.
And then here, the instrument we used to sharp.
Charcoal.
Okay?
You take it.
Yes, I am.
No, they used to exchange them.
This is now. When we deport, they slave them, the slave work hard. But at the same time when we are hard, we have the courage to create something, to develop something. Okay? All is the invention from Africa.
Wow.
It's discovered from Africa. But we concept the name of the master.
So,
okay.
Just like in the office, when you produce something, your guy will say.
Your guy will take the credit.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. But the phone we use is
Like
Graham Bell. who
Hidden
was doing-
figures.
Yes.
Okay, the phone we use nowadays, Graham Bell, is the man who discovered and created the phone. Okay, many things, stamp, so on and so forth, is doing by Africa.
Wow.
And then here
Flames and that.
is the freedman. Here is the freedman.
They came here for a
Freedman. Yeah,
restoration.
freedman, because we had the first movement of the revolts.
What do you call them?
The free
Freedmen.
Okay.
The freedmen. Freedmen. Freedmen is the emancipate, the new intellectual who had the privilege to defend,
Okay.
fight them, the profit of Africa, the benefit of Africa. Okay? We call it in those times emancipate or intellectual. Okay? Then we say that we have the courage to fight them and to chase the oppressor, the master, and develop another reality.
But do you know that that's why in Lagos you see some.
Another memorial is transformed.
These people were terrible.
This story is deep. Forget say we just did.
In Africa, it's the West African region, they actually.
Fourth step by step to join the first step.
Okay.
But here we are at the tree of return.
The tree.
The tree of return.
Okay. Return.
The slave who come from the darkness room. Darkness room is like the prison where we stock the slave
Okay.
before the ship
Okay.
came. Okay?
Okay.
But the slave who is the life, we present them. But the slave who was died, we transport them and we bury it at the place where the man packed the car. We call it the common grave.
Okay.
But here, if the slave who is the life, we are there, no distinction of the sex of the race. Women like the men, everybody turning the run of the tree for 3 times.
Okay.
This is not the physical ceremony, it's spiritual or mystic. Reason why we have the statues who present the reality, the spiritual reality.
Oh.
Then, at the time when the slaves are moving, we say that my spirit is Ogugu, my spirit is thunder, my spirit is Oluluwa, my spirit is Galade, masquerade, and so on and so forth. But they say are not the same God because we come from the different ethnic group. This is why at the time when we turn in, we say that if my spirit is there, I hope when I was dying, I became I can reincarnate.
Okay.
So on and so forth. But everything depends on the civilization where we come from. African, we know reincarnation. Christian, for the European civilization, we know resurrection. The philosopher said that metamorphose. But incineration for another civilization, we have not the same civilization, but we are one. But according to your degree of your civilization, you can select or choice your culture or your religion. But the tree you see in front of you is planted by the King Agaja since 1727. And the name of the tree, we call it Kigelia africana. Kigelia africana. Okay? Because the tree gets the small fruits. You can see the fruit. If you pay attention and you see, so is it very coming? Coming. This is the one example. But this fruit was died.
Okay.
Okay? Do you see? Oh yeah. The fruit was died, but normal, yeah. The tree gets some medicine, and when you have fever, headache, stomach for the woman problem, we use it and we prepare.
Yes, I need line alone.
But that is the category or the secret of the different type of voodoo.
Okay.
Not me, but those people know the importance of the tree. Okay. Now we work and we learn the place.
Weak. I will.
Take off. Keep quiet or silence before enter. That is the right thing. Okay, silence. Because here is the memorial place. Let me know. Here we are at the common grave. Common grave because that is the place where we buried many slaves who was died, or many slaves who was very tired. We transport them and we bury it. But common grave is not cemetery. Difference, because at cemetery we can identify the corpse with your parent or your ancestor. But at the common grave, no distinction of the corpse, because we have many people who was buried together. Okay? Then, the maps you see in front of you, according to the different color, the red represent the blood, the browns present the slave, and the black presents the key we use to attack the hand of the slave. But the vertical description is the manner where we force them to pack them on the ship. But the date where some slave has not appreciated the same behaviors with our leader, we punish them and we cut your head by the headman. Okay? And another slave was but and we cut also the head. But I told you the date where we abolished the slave market, the slaves suppose that we are free because we know the concept of fraternity. We know the concept of equality and we know the concept of liberty. But in your mind or in your head, I'm not happy because we have those possibilities to continue the slave market. Reason why, if you pay attention, you will make that the chain don't break. That's the new form of colonization. Independence, we finish the slave market, we enter in another concept.
Okay.
Colonization, independence problem, financial problem, political problem, and so on and so forth. But Africans are not free. We thought we have many leaders to fight them, but the organization of the white men is to conserve African people like the pig or the animal, and we are there. Something you tell you, we accept. Something you tell you, we accept. Okay? But we have small basket only for the offerings. But it's not necessary. We depend for your head or your mind. If you judge necessary, you can put something there. But you depend for your heart or your conscience because it's a memorial state.
You didn't even know. Thank you. Can we take pictures here?
You can snap the picture, but only there. If you are going there, you take off your shoes or you remove them. Reason why we draw the condition of the slave then. Okay? But the second way, we have dates of the movement, evolution. Okay? To fight them, the oppressor, the men who starts to convince African people, lady like gentlemen, to work hard. Then the date where we abolish the slave market in the French colony is probability 1848. But from America is probability 1865. From Bahia 1864, and so on and so forth. But this status present what? The different ethnic group who was included at the time where we developed the slave market. Reason why all the space where we visit, we call it the gate of
No return.
The last trip with our ancestors, no hope to come back again to see our family, to see your geographic situation, to see your language, so on and so forth. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
1 minute only to snap. In the middle of the second floor, the one, and this will present what? The spirit of people who come back again at home. Reason why the date where we abolish the slave market, we have more descendants from Africa. You will come back. But from the different ethnic groups you come from, you have your God, you have your reality. You trust or you worship your culture. Reason why in your back we have Egungun from Yoruba language, not English. Because people who was died, we bury only the body, but the spirit go back. Reason why every year we organize in the different family house, the different culture to pay homage with our essence. Okay? Then, in front of you on your back, we can see the white podium. This white podium presents what? A place where we celebrate and we commemorate the festival every 10 January. Every 10 January, if you are there, we can count more 30 or 50,000 of people who participate at the Voodoo Festival. Only this festival. But over there is a shrine of mermaids. Mami Wata, we call it. Mami Wata. Okay? Mami Wata. But over there we have the ocean. Ocean, we have the ocean, Atlantic Ocean. But under of the monument, we have some statues to present the condition of the slave. If you deport it, so they're in Europe, it's like in Europe, and like the slave that he was died there.
Yes, baby.
This is the arrow I present to you.
You live back from I don't think what.
So guys, we are living here. One thing I learned was that they said the slave trades, when they were living here, they never had in mind to come back again, and that some people that did not see themselves leaving their country decided or preferred to eat sand till they die, and some had to fall into the water by themselves. They preferred to commit suicide than actually going to a land of no return. So I don't know, this time around I'm just comparing that if something like that happens during our own time, the way we are so lazy, and I'm sure all of us will just go all of us will just go into that boat. Nobody will struggle, nobody will say, okay, I don't want to leave my father's land and prefer to kill themselves. We will just follow them. So thanks to our fathers for, I don't know, but sure, thanks to them. So we are leaving here now and we are going somewhere else. So see you guys. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My name is Hippolyte.
Okay.
Hippolyte in English, Hippolyte for the French pronunciation. Thank you. Now, since 1992, we organized the first festival of Voodoo, because 500 years ago,
the white men start the slave market in all Gulf Guinea people. And then in 1992, our ancestors said that it's necessary to remember, to restore the story with our past. Why did you are the black? Why did you are from African states? You have not demilitarized for your story. We didn't know what is Africa. What is the different type, consequences and causes about the slave market? Then we restore since 1992 the first festival international food. Then we explain the different steps with the slave roads. According to this festival, we have the participation of UNESCO and the Benin states. Normal, we can start the visit to the town to join here, but we come from Casa de Papa and we will start in the invasion to the town.
Okay.
Normal here is the final step with the slave road.
Okay.
But I prefer to start by here to join the town and to continue the visit of the town to finish everything before we return.
Okay.
Now, we must pay attention for the visit. Many questions we have when we are at the town, ask for me.
Okay.
But if you don't know something, ask them again.
Okay.
Here, when the slave who came from Gulf Guinea people come from here, we had different ethnic groups. And when we are there, we had the presence of the ship or the boats. And then we attach
Chains.
the neck, the hand, and the foot of the slave. And we pack them on the ship. But before going, some slaves prefer to eat the sand to suicide because he said that I don't know where I'm
Going to.
I don't speak French, I don't speak English. My culture is from ethnic group. My voodoo is not the same. Why did many questions is happening? Then those prefer. At the time when we pack them on the ship, those prefer to
Jump
throw
into
them
the
on
water. Yeah.
to suicide again. Reason why nobody can give exactly number
Of
of
people.
the people who was deported to join their diaspora. But the maps you see in front of you present what? The hard, dangerous condition. The discrimination with our ancestors. Then we have the men and we have the women. But we habituate them and we force them to pack. Reason why the battle of the world have the manner where we attack them. But we have in the middle of the door the ship. Sides. In my left, with my right, we have the presence of two statues. If you are the woman, we seal with your back. If you are the man, we seal with instruments. But the leader start to fuck the black woman. Reason why nowadays we had a mixed race. Mixed race because at the time when we developed the slave market, we developed the violence, sexual violence. Okay? Now, if you are moving there, we can see in front of the monument, the arrow, we will go them. I want to explain it before you. We can see in front of the monument, the arrow. And this arrow presents what? The unique direction of the slave to going to Europe, Bahia, Canada, and so on.